Hey kids, it's Sarah again from Heiho Dojo. This is week 2 for our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu routine. Let's get into it. Okay, starting off our warm-up here, we're going to start with our head circles to warm up our neck a little bit. We're going to do 10 each, 5 each direction, and I'll count for you. Starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch directions, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, next is shoulder rotations. We're going to do 5 forward and 5 backwards. So 1, 2, 3, stretch, 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 4, 5, and switch directions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And same as last week, we're going to get into our jumping jacks here. 45 seconds, 15 seconds rest before we switch to the next exercise. All right? 3, 2, 1, go. It's always important to warm up our muscles properly before we work out really hard. Getting those muscles warm before we do like all those jumps and crazy exercises we're going to be doing. It's just so we don't injure ourselves. You got 15 seconds left. And time. Now we're on to push-ups. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, if you can do them off your toes, do that. If you can't, that's fine. Try to touch your chin every time. Keep your hips nice and even. And don't forget to breathe. You got 10 seconds. And time. Good job. We'll take a 15-second break, and then we'll get into our plank. So just stay down here. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Come up on those toes if you can. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Try not to drop your hips or lift them too high like that. Try to keep them nice and even. Hold your tummy in, and don't forget to breathe. Sometimes that's the hardest part. It's really easy to hold our breath when it gets really hard, but you don't want to pass out, so don't do that. It's not a good idea. And time, 15-second break, and then we'll get into our burpees. And 3, 2, 1, go. You don't have to go crazy on these guys. Remember, we're still warming up. And time. So next up will be our explosive movements. They'll be the same as last week. So grab a quick drink of water and we'll get right into it, all right? Okay guys, we're getting into our explosive movements, starting off with our gorilla switches. It'll be 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, twice through. And go. Five seconds. And time. Shake it out. Whew. Go. Jump as high as you can every time. 5 seconds. Time. Shake it out before we do the next leg. Go. And time. Starting on your knees, jump. Remember, if you can't do the jump, you can step, then jump and come back down. But if you can do the full one, do that. Otherwise, make it a little bit easier on yourself. Do the step and then jump. And that's time. Shake it out. One, go. Remember to drop your hips as low as you can. And that's time. Take a quick break, and I'll see you for round 2. and go. Seconds. Ooh, almost fell over. And time, 30 seconds. And go. Ooh. 10 seconds. And time. Good. Getting ready for the other side. One, go. Two. Time. One, go. And that's time. Good job, we only got one more to go. One, go. And that's all of it. Good job, guys. We will move on into our drills. Okay, guys, we will be working our technical stand-up today. So what I want you to do is come down to the ground here, sit on your butt. So you want one leg up, one leg down, this hand's up over here, protecting, stopping if someone's trying to come in, and I want this hand behind you. So from here, from this position, you're going to put your weight on this hand and this foot here and lift that hip off the ground, okay? Keep this hand up. What I want you to do is lift, and this leg's gonna come back towards the hand that's on the ground. You're gonna come up, bring your hands up in front of you. You're kind of in your jiu-jitsu fighting stance. You can shoot from here if you need to, okay? So one more time, then we can do this together. I'll show you from the other side actually. So go here, one, rest your weight on this hand and this foot, drive those hips up, shoot the leg back, stand up here, okay? So we're gonna do 20 on each side. If this is new to you, just stick to one side until you get that down, then practice both sides, all right? All right, so coming down here, Let's start with 1. Other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hey, I got mixed up for a second there. We're halfway. Keep going. Remember, really important to keep that hand up. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Last one. All right, so now we're going to a guard stand-up drill. This is what we would do in closed guard. I'll show you with a partner, and then I will do the drill with you. So the drill that we're gonna do is, if you're stuck in closed guard, we can stand up and break their feet apart. So obviously doing it in the air is different, but if she has her belt on, or I can grab her hip material here, I'm gonna push down here, I'm gonna bring that foot up, the other foot is tucked under, or the toes are tucked under, and I'm gonna keep my shoulders back here, and then I'm pick up the other leg, pressuring down still, I'm gonna grab this knee and this knee, keeping my elbows in. All right, so I'll show you from the other side. So Sable comes head this way, scooch up, push, yeah, there you go. So from here, so I'd push down on the hip so she can't move. This hand can grab here by the leg, or if it's no gi, just pushing down. And I'm gonna not bring my shoulders forward. I wanna stay postured back, but I'm gonna lift that leg, okay, and tuck those toes under. Bring it back. I'm in this kind of squatted position. I wanna get grips on her legs and keep her feet from getting on my hips, all right? So that's with a partner. Here's what it looks like without a partner. So if I'm sitting here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna step up, tuck those toes under, bring the knee back, and stay nice and low, like this. Okay? So starting here, we're gonna posture up, like this, and step out to the side, keeping those toes tucked under, okay? So 1, and then we're gonna bring this back leg up, 2, trying to stay nice and low. And come down, and we'll do it on the other side. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, halfway, keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job, guys. Okay, guys, last drill before our cool down. This one is called a back step. We would usually use this in some sort of guard pass. We're going to be coming down here on our elbows and our knees, all right? And I want you to pick up this leg right here, pick it up nice and high, swing it really wide, and drop, okay? Then pick it up all the way, come back, and do the other leg, back. Then push off of that leg and come back. I'll show you from another angle. So elbows and knees, pick up the leg, swing it wide, come back, push off of it, back to your hands and knees, other leg, back, okay? We're gonna do 20 reps, 10 on each side, and I'll count them for you. So come down, elbows and knees. 1, lift, swing it wide, drop, come back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job, guys, and let's move on to our cool down. All right, guys, it's time to stretch it out a little bit. I want you to reach up to the ceiling, maybe rock back and forth a little bit here before you reach for your toes, and slowly, slowly come down as far as you can go. Keep the legs straight, and then slowly relax into it. If you can't reach the floor, that's totally fine. Just take a few deep breaths. Sometimes one side is more tight than the other, so maybe you want to rock over to one side and hold it there. Just remember to keep your legs straight. Awesome. Okay, now come down onto your hands and knees. We're going to slowly drop down to our belly and get your hands beside you and push all the way up into a cobra stretch, just as far as is comfortable, as far as you can go. This is your time to relax, so just stretch it out. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Don't collapse like this. All right, now we're gonna bring your knees underneath you. Push your hands out here as far as you can, and then sit back, pushing your shoulders to the ground for your child's pose stretch, and then drop your forehead to the mat and take a few deep breaths. All right, we are done for today. If you would like to do a few more stretches on your own, do that. I'm pretty tired after all the work we've done. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next week.